Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the internet, and welcome back to episode 19 of this Let's Play Modded Minecraft Survival Stories 3 series with me, ReNDoG. How is everybody doing today? I am doing fan-freaking-tastic. Just got back from work and I am in the mood for some modded Minecraft with my cyber diggity dog. Sit back and relax, my friends. We got a lot of stuff to do today. In the previous episode, we were working on this sweet-ass little passageway over here, looking pretty damn cool. In this episode, we are going to be working in this area over here. And I'm going to be talking all about this teleporter that you see over here and what I'm doing in this space specifically. Dang it. Freaking language fail. I meant to say specifically, okay? I'm going to explain everything in a moment, guys. We are also going to be working on creating an oxygen suit for ourselves because, as we discussed in the previous episode, we are researchers on this planet. We do not know if this atmosphere can actually withstand life or indeed keep us alive. So we're going to be making ourselves a sweet-ass oxygen suit, and then eventually, when we seal this place off and make it airtight, we will be consuming oxygen generated right here in the labs instead of this foul air that we see around here. So, lots and lots of stuff to do in today's episode, guys. Gonna be freaking sweet. Now, what is going on over here? I hear you asking me. Well, my friends, this is the foundations of what is going to become my bedroom right here in the Cyberlabs 2.0. I know a few of you guys have been complaining about the fact that we no longer have a bedroom here in modded Minecraft. Our old bedroom is somewhere down here, hidden in amongst the new build of the Cyberlabs. So we need to make ourselves a new bedroom, and I'm going to make it right in here, guys. It's going to be absolutely freaking sweet. Let me tell you, man, I'm going to be styling this bedroom after the captain's quarters in EVE Online. I don't know how many of you guys play EVE Online, but it used to be one of my favorite games, and I kind of want to remind myself of the awesomeness of that game, and I'm going to try and design this bedroom in the style of the captain's quarters. And yeah, man, it's going to be absolutely freaking awesome. Now, I got a little bone to pick, not with you, but with Iscal85. You see, the other day, Iscal, Stress Monster, and myself were jamming on the server, and Iscal kind of told me that our beautiful grids over here, our grills, are not going to work out the way that we want them, because apparently, every time you stand on one of these XP drains, it actually tries to suck XP out of your butthole, even if you don't have any XP. And Iscal was saying that this could potentially lag the server if we use a lot of these grates. So that kind of put a dampener in my parade, I gotta say, man, because I love these things. But we're going to use them for now, and if they do start lagging the server, I promised Iscal I will change them. And as you can see, we can use some carpenter's blocks to try and find some different textures for the grid, but I kind of like it just the way that it is. I don't want to change it just yet. So if we start detecting some serious lag, then we will do something about them. Now, what is this? Well, this is a teleporter pad, and Iscal was kind enough to come to our cyber laboratory this weekend, and he installed this little teleporter pad for me. And guess where this teleporter pad takes me, my friends? Oh, you want to see, don't you? You want to see so bad. Okay, I'll show you really quick, okay? I'm going to stand on the teleporter, press shift, and boom! Check where I am, baby! I'm in Iscal's place, looking absolutely awesome. I'm not going to show you anything, though. I don't want to spoil anything from Iscal's latest videos. But this brings me straight into Iscal's factory, and it is looking awesome. This is Iscal Industries right over here, guys. So if you want to know what's going on around here, I suggest you go and watch Iscal's series, because he is doing some awesome stuff. So thank you, Iscal, for installing me this little teleporter pad. We still need another one for Stress Monster's base, which we will get installed at some other point. This thing is expensive, let me tell you. Iscal's rich right now, and I am not, so I can't afford to make one of these, but Iscal made me one, and I'm going to try and make myself one so that we can connect our base to Stress Monster's base. And the reason that I want to do that, for those of you guys who are watching Stress Monster's series, is because I want to give her a little present. This ancient tree that we spoke about a few episodes ago has blossomed and is blooming, and it is purple and pink and lavender and beautiful. and very much matches Stress Monster's biome that she's living in right now. And I'd like to give her a few of those saplings so that she can add to the biodiversity of her already very beautiful area. And I think that would be quite a nice little welcome gift from the CyberDogs to old Stress Monster. So that is the plan, man. That is absolutely awesome. Now let's head into the workshop room because we got tons of stuff to do today, guys. We've got a ton of stuff to do today, guys. I've probably had way too much coffee today, but that's all right. We're going to start off by making ourselves a sweet-ass oxygen suit, and this is from the Galacticraft mod pack. And check it out. We can make ourselves a helmet and an oxygen gear thingy that we can stick in our back, and then we can also make light oxygen tanks and so on, and we have all these other different machines that we can use to fill our oxygen tanks with oxygen. For now, we're going to keep it nice and simple. We're just going to make for ourselves some of these oxygen tanks, and actually I think you stick these oxygen tanks, I don't actually know where, but I know that you stick them somewhere. I think if you have armor on, you can actually, oh, here we go. This is where you stick them. Yeah, check it out, man. These are all the different things for our oxygen that we are going to be using in the series. That's pretty sweet. It's pretty cheap to make this stuff. As you guys can see, for the oxygen mask, all we need is a little bit of glass and an iron helmet. So let's make for ourselves an iron helmet. Let's do a little bit of crafting today, guys. I've had a long ass day at work. It is the end of the month, which means, oh no, you are kidding me. What's going on here? Oh, we need an iron helmet. Oh, we need glass panes. That's my bad. But anyway, it's the end of the month. I'm hard at work, doing a whole bunch of financial jazz at the end of the month. It is super boring. And all I can think about, really, is playing Minecraft and coming back and playing Minecraft with you guys. That is the honest damn truth. So I'm super happy to be here, even if we are doing some menial stuff. Anyway, let's get our oxygen mask on. Boom. Oh, that's too bad. You can't actually see it on our face. Oh, that sucks. Doesn't matter. We know that it's there anyway, right? Next up, guys, we want to make some oxygen gear. We need some oxygen pipage. Pretty easy to make. All we need is some more of those pane actions. Now, the reason that we're in the machine room is because we are going to have to actually make for ourselves a few machines today to complete this little mini task of ours. And yeah, there's quite a lot of stuff to be done. So far, so good. All pretty simple. But when we get into this oxygen compressor thingy, is that what it's called? An oxygen compressor? Oxygen concentrator, which concentrates that oxygen for our freaking lungs. You can see that we got some stuff to make here, man. We need compressed steel, compressed tin, an oxygen vent, a tin canister. The problem is the compressed steel, because to get steel, we're going to have to make something called an induction furnace. But you know what? It's probably important that we make that induction furnace anyway together, because we want to make sure that, you know, when I started this series, I always promised you guys that I was never going to steam ahead of you guys. I was always going to keep up with you guys and what I was doing, and I'm not going to start by doing that now. So we're going to be doing this little task one step at a time. Next up, we want to make this oxygen vent, and for this we need all of this compressed jazz. Now, to make compressed stuff is actually pretty simple. All we need is something called a compressor, also from Galacticraft, and you can see that for a compressor, all we need is aluminum, copper ingots, an anvil, and a basic wafer. Now, here's the problemo. A basic wafer, as you can see, requires a diamond and a bunch of weird stuff inside of a circuit fabricator. So we got to start all the way from the very beginning, and we have to make ourselves a circuit fabricator from Galacticraft. You can see that it requires RF, and we're going to be installing this bad boy right here in the workshop, because we've got some RF in here. For this, we need some aluminum wires. That's what we're going to start with. I've already sort of collected most of the stuff that we need to craft. I hope that I haven't forgotten anything. Make for ourselves a few aluminum wires. Don't mind if I do. And then next up, we can actually just make this thing, right? Let's see if I can remember this. So we've got aluminums, aluminums like this. Yeah, aluminums like so. Wires like this. Oh, I've forgotten already. Dang it. Okay, there we go. Buttons on the side. Ferni in the middle. Redstone torch over here. And a lever at the top. And a Capellium, a circuit fabricator in the belly. Nice. Okay, we're going to install this sucker fool. Probably... we could probably just install it over here, actually. What? The jazz? Okay. That was weird. For some reason... Modded Minecraft decided to put my circuit fabricator inside of the wedge. That was cute, but it was definitely wrong. Okay, this thing is now receiving its goods. And of course, what we need to do now is make that wafer thingy. And for that, we're going to need some diamonds, some silicon, some redstone, and a redstone torch. So let me go get all that jazz, and we shall proceed with this crafting project. I knew there was a purpose for this raw silicon stuff. Man, that's awesome. I'm glad that I've been collecting it over the last few expeditions. By the way, guys, it's pretty awkward getting around the Cyberlabs right now, and I know it is hurting your OCD. Trust me, it's hurting mine too. I just haven't had the stones to deal with this part of the project yet, because as you can see, it's pretty complicated. It's going to be painful, man. I'm not looking forward to that, but don't you worry, my friends. We will get it done, okay? So check it out. Let's see if we can remember how this goes. We're going to put the silicon wafers in here. We're going to put a redstone torch over there, and then the diamond hits this sucker fool, and that should be doing something, right, to make the wafer? Well, it doesn't seem to be kicking in. What are we missing? Raw silicon. Yeah, we got the double raw silicons. We need some redstone over here, which we've done. Okay. Oh, energy storage, 0 RF. Okay, how come this thing is not receiving RF correctly? That's pretty strange. Maybe the RF has to come in from the bottom. I got myself some leadstone flux ducts here, so do not worry. Let's see. Okay, that's weird. It's not connecting into this thing. And we can't configure it in any way. That is weird. Battery slot. Oh, place battery here or use a connected power source. Okay, so we need to stick a battery up in here. One of the annoying things about modded Minecraft is when one finds oneself in a chicken and egg situation. And that's exactly where we are now, guys. We need a battery to fire up the circuit fabricator, but to make a freaking battery, we need compressed tin. Of course, we need this thing to be able to make a compressor, so we're kind of stuck right now. I've tried every combination that I can think of using our current Cyberlabs system, but this circuit fabricator will not accept power from our RF lines or from our cables or from our culinary generators or from anything, really. And I'm pretty miffed about it. However, I think that I have solved the problem. I've had a look into the Galacticraft mod pack, and there is something called a coal generator over here. It's made out of copper ingots, iron, a ferni, and some aluminum wire. And my theory is that this stupid circuit fabricator from Galacticraft is only going to accept power from a Galacticraft power generating source, right? Freaking Galacticraft making me crazy angry. But let's make a coal generator and see if this is actually going to work, okay? Let's get a coal generator installed under there. That actually looks kind of sweet, though. Now, let's make sure that this is going to work. I think we're probably going to have to stick some coal in here. Boom. Okay, it's generating something. Hull heat 75%. Oh, please don't explode. Oh, there we go. Okay, RF is being generated. Energy is still at 0, which is kind of annoying. It's generating the RFs though, but it doesn't seem to be generating the power for the circuit fabricator. Curious. I figured it out, man. I'm so freaking smart. Oh, baby, I'm gonna give myself a self-high five. Oh yes, check it out. Heavy aluminum wire. Heavy aluminum wire is used to connect energy sources to energy-consuming machines. Its high capacity boosts efficiency for Tier 2 machines. So, it looks like we need to make a heavy aluminum wire to connect up this coal generator to the fabricator. Let's have a look at what this looks like, man. Heavy aluminum wire. We need a whole aluminum wire and an aluminum ingot. We've got all of that, which is amazing. Some wool, an aluminum wire, and an iron ingot. No, an aluminum ingot. Looks like Galacticraft loves a little bit of aluminum, which is pretty sweet. Let's just make a couple of these just in case. Okay, we'll make 2 of these suckers. Boom. Now, let's see if we can actually connect this up. If we put it on here and on here, boom. Does that work? Okay. It almost worked. This time, I think I really did crack the nut, my friends. This freaking Galacticraft mod pack is driving me crazy. However, I think I figured it out. Check it out, man. If we put the machine down and have a look at it, there is a little output thingy over here, which tells me that that might be a power input of some kind. And of course, if we stick this power generator or this coal generator down, we can see that it too has a little bit of an output over there. It has a red butthole, if you will. And I'm assuming that the power comes out of the butthole and goes directly into the other butthole of yeah, the coal generator. So pretty weird, I know, but I think this is how it's going to work. So check it out. I'm going to stick the power thing over here, and I've just trapped myself in here, which is awesome. Going to do a little bit of wrecking to get myself out. Great stuff, man. Nothing like a bit of Galacticraft to ruin your modding day. Am I right, my friends? Anyway, if we get some heavy aluminum wire going, there we go. Now they're actually connecting. So that's epic. Okay, I think we're cracking it. Let's get some coal in there. It's going to get the hull heat up to 100%. It's going to start generating some of that RF. There we go. And if we look at this, yes, it's getting the power. It's actually working. Okay, now we can make for ourselves one of them wafer thingies. We're going to stick a diamond up in here. We're going to put some raw silicone over here, redstone in this slot, and a redstone torch over there. And it's running. Yes. Yes, we did it. Oh man, that was painful, let me tell you. All that work for one tiny wafer so that we can make a compressor. Oh man, one step at a time though, right? Let's have a look. So we got the compressor over here. We need a basic wafer, a copper ingot, and all of this jazz. And I'm assuming, oh, we got 3 wafers from that. We're going to need some more power also from the coal generator for this new machine. So hopefully it's going to turn out okay. Let me get this thing crafted, my friends, and I'll be back right with you. Are we going to be able to get this thing connected also if we just stick it over here and not stick it in the wedge? Not sticking it in the wedge would be a good start. It's really annoying how these Galacticraft machines go directly into the wedge, even if the wedge has a block in it. It's kind of strange. Anyway, let's get the compressor down. Has that connected? It looks like it's connected. Let's have a look. Is it getting any fuel? Oh, it uses its own fuel, actually. So that's kind of useful. We don't really have any more need for that coal generator back there. So let's take all the coal out of there. Let's have a look. Now, if we're going to stick some coal in here, and what we need to do is make some compressed stuff. Let's compress ourselves some aluminum ingots, if we can. Let's get those in there. Okay, nothing happens. Maybe they have to go on top of each other. Oh, baby! There we go. Okay, so now we're compressing. Amazing. Beautiful. The compression is happening. Oh, man, listen to that smacking. I'm going to smack in the ass of that aluminum. So 2 bits of aluminum to make 1 compressed aluminum. Doesn't seem like a very, very good deal. However, we're going to need quite a lot of this jazz, man. We're going to need a whole bunch of compressed tin and a whole bunch of compressed steel in order to do that. But I'm pretty happy that we've got this sucker full going, which is absolutely amazing. Now, we're going to need a whole bunch of steel, which means the next thing that we need to do is make for ourselves an induction furnace. Next up on our ever-expanding to-do list is the creation of an induction smelter so that we can make some steel. And we need steel because we need to compress it in that compressor in order to make our oxygen suit today. So check it out. To make an induction smelter is actually quite simple. A bucket, some Invar ingots, a few Invar gears, a machine frame, redstone reception coil. We've made pretty much all of this in the series so far. Invar, remember, is made in an alloy smelter with ferrous ingots and iron ingots. So pretty simple a recipe. Let's see if I can remember how to make this thing now. Machine frame goes over here. Invar ingots go like so. Redstone reception coil underneath and a bucket. Yeah, there it is on top. A boom. Induction smelter, baby. Oh man, it looks so awesome. Now, we're going to stick our induction smelter somewhere in this workshop area. You know what? Let's get rid of this redstone furnace. We don't need it over here. Let's stick our induction smelter not into the wedge once again. Man, that is getting quite annoying, actually. Okay, there we go. Induction smelter has been installed. Now, of course, what we need to do is configure it. We're going to ignore the redstone signal. We're going to have power coming in from the back. That should be going in already. Let's just check. Yeah, it looks like it is. Yes, it is receiving power. We are going to have output at the top, and that's going to push it into our delivery pipes, and we're just going to disable all of the other sides. We don't need any of the other sides going. Okay, sweet. So we've got our induction smelter up and running, and the reason that we made this thing is because we need some steel ingots. And of course, to make steel ingots, we need this induction smelter to make iron ingots and coal. Iron ingots with coal powder or pulverized coal is going to make for us some steel. So we're going to go over to our pulverizer over here, collect some of the coal that we've been using, pulverize some of this coal, and that's going to give us what we require to create some of the steel, which we're then going to compress in this thing along with the remainder of our aluminum to create our oxygen gear. Oh my goodness, we're almost there. Finally making some progress here, my friends. The induction smelter is cooking away, making ourselves a whole bunch of steel ingots, which is awesome. Managed to get myself a bunch of compressed steel already, and I think the compressor's just made me some compressed tin, which is sweet. And we are well on the way to finally completing this freaking oxygen set that we've been trying to make now for... I've been playing for 2 hours trying to do this, by the way, guys. Takes for freaking ever, let me tell you, man. So check it out. We pretty much got everything we need over here. We've got our compressed steel, got our compressed tin. We're going to need another 3 compressed tin for this, though. So let's just get a bunch, probably the last of my tin, actually. Yeah, last of my tin is going to get its ass compressed. While we wait for that to happen, let's make a light oxygen tank. Lime wool required, not just normal wool, apparently. We need lime wool. The tin canister, which we made earlier, and a compressed bit of copper. I got all of that in my inventory now. Went to get some lime wool, which was quite annoying. Had to find myself some moss, which is... occurs quite frequently around this particular biome, and I collected it with some shears, so that wasn't too hard to do. But check it out, my friends. We're now going to make ourselves an oxygen tank. Nice, baby, nice. Now, I think we can actually stick this oxygen tank in our area. Yep, there we go. Oxygen tank. It's got 0 oxygen in it, though. No idea how to get oxygen, if I'm honest with you. We're going to try and figure that out at some other point. For now, I'm just desperate to get this little oxygen suit finished. Now, all we need to do is finish off the last remaining bits of this oxygen gear, and for that we need compressed tin and a compressed steel bit. Let's have a look. Did we get all of the compressed tin out of there? I think we did. So let's do a little bit of this action, bit of this action. That's going to give us our oxygen vent. Awesome. Oh man, we're actually going to be able to do this now, which is awesome. We need to finish off this thing, which is a little something like that, and I believe it's this. And the canister, and I forgot the middle bit. Oh yeah, other way around. There we go. Oxygen concentrator. Sweet. Now we just need to surround the oxygen concentrator with some oxygen pipes, which is just this glass painage like this. We've already made some of that, so that's awesome. Just like that, and get that sucker in there. Oh, I did it wrong, didn't I? Oh, dang it. Oh, no, it's like this. It's like this. Yes, we did it. Oxygen freaking gear. Finally! Oh my goodness gracious. Well, let's get the oxygen gear installed. I don't think we can actually see this on our body, though, which is kind of unfortunate. Man, all this work, and we can't even see the freaking oxygen gear on our body. Galacticraft, I hate you. 2 hours and 17 minutes to make a freaking oxygen suit that you guys can't even see on my sexy ass body. That is what's known as a grind. And yes, I'm mildly salty about it. I was hoping that it was going to look awesome. But alas, we have ourselves some oxygen gear. And who knows, man, it might actually become useful a little bit later on. Anyway, let's crack on with something more interesting for today's episode. And that is working on my little bedroom over here. And this sweet-ass little teleport pad. I want to try and make this place as sweet as possible. I have noticed something, guys. When I go into darkness, it seems to light up, and I think... Is that the hat that I'm wearing? Does this oxygen mask have some sort of lighting mechanism attached to it? No, it doesn't. I don't know what is going on here, but for some reason, you guys can see that the blocks are lighting up when I approach the area. Yeah, that is kind of strange. If any of you guys out there know what the heck is going on with my settings, it must be something to do with my graphic settings, but yeah, kind of strange. Anyway, I want to work on my little room over here, and we used to have a room down here. It has now been covered up by the Cyberlabs, and it is time that we start working on a new room. This also gives me a cool opportunity to show you something that I didn't realize until one of you guys let me know in the comments section. This quick gold figurine of thunder causes lightning when inflicting damage, but also digs big holes. And guess what? We can use this thing to literally dig holes. Check it out. Boom! Dang it! Take it! There we go, look at that! How awesome is that, man? This actually digs away an entire section of ground for us, which is absolutely amazing. Check it out, man. It makes it super easy to make nice big spaces. The only sad thing about this, of course, is that it is reckoned through its own durability, and I have no idea whether I can repair this thing or not, but it certainly makes my life easier, and I'm very, very happy that this golden finger of thunder actually does this for us. Freaking awesome. Now, I want to make for myself a pretty big room. I'm tired of having super cramped quarters over here. I know some of you guys have been saying that the Cyberlabs are pretty cramped right now, but the truth of the matter is that that's how I wanted it. I wanted the Cyberlabs to be quite cramped up so that when we create the ReNDoG space platform, it will be a really, really cool change for us to see the contrast between like a really cramped space and a really nice big space platform. However, I do want my bedroom to be kind of sweet, and like I mentioned earlier, I want to try and mimic the design of the captain's quarters in a game called EVE Online. And it is a massively multiplayer game set in space, a game that I played for a very, very long time of my life, and I absolutely loved it. I loved every single minute of it. EVE Online is basically one of those games where when you get into it, you really get into it. You know, you don't just get into the game, you get into the community, you make friends, you make freaking space pilot buddies, you make comrades that you go into battle with. I mean, it is a pretty serious game when it comes to that sort of thing, and I got pretty deep into it, and I had to give up because, well, I wanted to have a life. But it was an absolutely amazing game that I really, really loved. And in honor of the good times that I had in EVE Online with my corporation buddies and all the people that I used to fly with, I want to try and make myself a little tribute to EVE Online. And what we're going to be doing is making basically a little captain's quarters over here. And the way that it's set up in EVE Online is kind of cool. It has like a section like this, right? And in the middle of the section is kind of like the living room. Okay, so over here we have like a living room area, and then around the living room area is like a ramp, I suppose, that goes a little something like this. It's not going to be exactly like the captain's quarters, but I'm going to build it in memory of the captain's quarters. Okay, so for those of you guys who play EVE, don't shout at me and hate at me because I'm not making the freaking thing look exactly like the captain's quarters. I'm going to make it look as close to the captain's quarters as I can. Anyway, so we're going to have this little thing over here, and I think what we should do is make like a really cool little room for the teleport pad, right? So we'll make a little room like this, and we'll use wedges and stuff to make like a really cool little entrance into the teleporter. That's really cool. You can't actually pick the teleporter up once you've placed it because you have to use diamonds or something to create some sort of teleport connection of some kind. I don't know how it works. It's freaking complicated, okay? But check it out. Next up in the captain's quarters, we're going to have like a, I don't know, like a resting area, like a place to lay our head after a long day of researching strange animals found out in the world. And what we're going to do is have a kind of like a couch, right? So if you can imagine this as a couch, I'm just going to lay this down as foundation for now. So do not worry. We will bust all of this down at some other point. So here's a couch, right? I know it doesn't look like a couch, but it is, okay? There we go. Nice couch over here. We're going to have some sort of a screen over here, okay? This is where we're going to be watching intergalactic television, or perhaps we could have some sort of monitoring system for our Cyberlabs. That could be pretty sweet. So we're going to have a screen over there. In EVE Online, you actually have a coffee table, which is pretty cool. So maybe what we want to do is have like a coffee table over here, and maybe push this wall out another batch of blocks. Man, that golden figurine of thunder is already getting its ass wrecked, isn't it? I hope I can repair this thing. But you know what? I'm going to use it. I mean, its point is finding these cool things in modded and they're not actually using them, right? And just storing them somewhere for safekeep. And let's actually get busy using them, making use of them. So let's clear away this area like this. We'll have our little coffee table over there. That's pretty cool. And then all the way on this side, we're going to have some sort of TV over here. Okay? So let's get like let's just use some laboratory blocks for this, just to show where the TV is going to be. Of course, we're just doing foundation work now, guys. Just foundation work. Take it easy. Take it easy. Put those troll hammers away. Okay, so there we go. We're going to have a nice couch here. We're going to chill here, watch our television screen. It's going to look pretty cool. Man, I don't know what is going on with my lighting, but it's making me crazy. Then, on this side of the room, we're going to have some sort of like wardrobe area, right? So maybe we'll have like a walk-in closet of some kind. That could be pretty cool. So maybe we like walk in here and there will be a selection of different armor and different stuff that we can wear on our various expeditions. So we'll have some sort of a walk-in closet over there. That's pretty cool. And maybe what we could do on this side is have some sort of armory of some kind where we keep all of our weapons. We could have pedestals and stuff in here where we can keep some of our weapons, some of the jewels that we find, the various different items that we can wear can go in here, like that conker and all of that weird stuff that we find. So that can go in there, right? That's going to look pretty cool, I think. And then that is pretty much the layout that I want for my bedroom. I think this is looking pretty rad, actually. Yeah, I'm digging this, man. We're going to get this whole place turned into a beautiful looking bedroom and get it wedged up the wazoo. And let me tell you something, it is going to look sweet. Well, it's not quite yet the most awesome room ever made in modded Minecraft, but we're getting there, my friends. Check it out. It's looking awesome. I have swapped out all of the stone and cobblestone around here with the laboratory blocks to give us a better view of what the place is going to look like when it's done. And even in its skeleton state, I think it's looking pretty rad. I'm loving how the teleporter looks here in this little corner. Beam me up, Scotty! That's the vibe that I get from this. Yeah. It looks awesome. I love it. And check it out, man. We've got our little couch here. We can chill and watch TV. And in the next episode, we are going to be pursuing the beautification of this room. Need to sort out what's going on with my lighting because it's kind of strange. But yeah, if you guys have got some cool ideas and hints and tips for me to make this room look absolutely awesome, hit me up in the comment section below. But I do hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode, man. It's been a bit of a grind for me, but I've enjoyed it and I'm very happy with how my room has turned out. It's going to be amazing. Next episode, we're going to pimp the jazz out of the sucker. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. This has been ReNDoG playing modded Minecraft Survival Stories 3. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Hit that like button to show me you enjoyed the episode, and we will see all you fine human beings in the next episode.